On October the 23rd, hundreds of supporters of Hungary's far-right Jobbik party gathered in Budapest to mark National Day, the anniversary of the country's failed uprising against Soviet domination in 1956. The ultranationalist party has emerged in recent years to become Hungary's third biggest group in parliament. And on this holiday, it took centre stage with the largest public showing in the capital.
We are commemorating October 23, 1956, when the Hungarian people stood up against communism, against dictatorship. Many Hungarians lost their lives.
It's important to me to learn about our history, in this case to commemorate 1956. No other party has shown much interest in paying tribute to the past.
Hungary's National Day marks a double anniversary. The date of the 1956 uprising was also the date chosen in 1989 for the declaration of a new democratic republic. But the 25th anniversary of the end of communism has received little public attention. At a much smaller event, liberals and civil society leaders gathered to discuss political developments since 1989. In that time, Hungary has experienced a dramatic shift to the right, of which the radical Jobbik party is just one part. Liberals are more concerned by the ruling right-wing Fidesz party, which they say has systematically dismantled the democratic gains of 1989.
Fidesz passed a constitution in 2011 which was only supported by their parliamentarians. They cut the powers of the Constitutional Court and filled it with their own party members. They made human rights secondary. They destroyed checks and balances by filling independent institutions with their appointees. They haven't destroyed free speech, but they have restricted it.
Prime Minister Viktor Orbán has dismissed such criticism, saying that his constitutional changes observe the rule of law and that Hungary's democratic institutions remain strong. But he has also said that liberal democracy is not the right path for Hungary, which he seeks to turn into, quote, an illiberal state based on national foundations. As Fidesz consolidates its power, its main political opposition comes not from Hungary's scattered left, but from even further right. The ultranationalists of Jobbik secured 21% in last spring's general election, campaigning with the slogan, "Hungary belongs to Hungarians." The party warns its supporters against what it calls Jewish conspiracies and gypsy crime, and it has spawned a paramilitary offshoot that threatens Hungarian Roma. As Jobbik supporters commemorated the victims of the Soviet crackdown on the 1956 uprising, some said they see the current right-wing government as still too close to Hungary's communist past.
Jobbik is the political successor to the revolutionaries of 1956. The ideals of 1956 were diverted during the changes in 1990. There are more than 1 million voters behind our movement, and we hope that we will be a challenger to Fidesz in 2018. And we also hope that the liberal left-wing political leaders will end their reign in Hungary and their anti-Hungarian activity forever.
25 years ago, Hungary began its transition from communism to democracy. Now, amid rising nationalism, the legacy of that revolution is increasingly in doubt.